Alexander the Great, the conqueror of the ancient world. In the 4th century BCE, a young Macedonian prince would rise to reshape the ancient world. His name was Alexander. Known to history as Alexander the Great, he would conquer empires, defeat kings, and leave behind a legacy that still echoes across centuries. Becoming king. In 336 BCE, after the assassination of his father, King Philip II, the 20-year-old Alexander ascended the throne of Macedonia. Despite his youth, his determination was fierce. Trained by the great philosopher Aristotle and hardened by years of battle, Alexander was ready to prove himself not just as a ruler, but as a conqueror. His first test came at the river Granicus. Leading his cavalry across the rushing waters, Alexander personally charged into the Persian lines. Against overwhelming odds, he fought with unmatched courage. Victory at Granicus was swift, and it marked the beginning of a campaign that would shake the world. 333 BCE, Alexander faced the Persian king, Darius III, at Issus. The battle was fierce, as Macedonian spears clashed against the vast Persian host. At the height of the battle, Alexander led a bold cavalry charge straight toward Darius. Terrified, the Persian king abandoned his golden chariot. Once again, Alexander was victorious. But Darius was not yet defeated. 2 years later, at Gaugamela, the Persian king gathered an army said to number in the hundreds of thousands. The plains were filled with Persian soldiers, war chariots, and even elephants. Yet, Alexander remained calm. With precision and discipline, the Macedonian phalanx held firm. Then, Alexander himself led a decisive charge that broke the Persian lines. Darius fled once more, leaving his empire in Alexander's hands. His victories, Alexander was crowned the new king of Persia. He now ruled lands stretching from Greece to Babylon. But his ambition did not stop there. He marched ever further east, determined to reach the edge of the known world. Through the harsh mountains of Afghanistan and across deserts, Alexander pushed forward. His men endured hunger, cold, and exhaustion, but their loyalty to their young king kept them moving. Crossing into India. In 326 BCE, Alexander crossed the mighty Indus River into India. There, he encountered a new and powerful enemy, the Indian king Porus, who commanded towering war elephants. Two armies clashed on the banks of the Hydaspes River. Alexander led his cavalry with brilliance, outmaneuvering the elephants and surrounding Porus's army. After a brutal fight, Alexander claimed victory. Yet he admired Porus's bravery. Instead of punishing him, Alexander restored him as ruler, making him an ally, the legacy. Alexander's men, however, had marched too far. Exhausted and longing for home, they refused to go further east. Reluctantly, Alexander turned back. His empire stretched farther than any before him, from Greece to Egypt to India. He had achieved the impossible. But at the young age